So just to remind myself, since I'm the only one on here at the moment, I'm calling this live Small Considerations because it's easy to think in the classical arts music world that your small contribution does not mean a lot in the big scheme of things, and your detailed concern for the shape of every note and the articulation of every syllable is just too much to deal with, and nobody really cares. But of course, you care, and your teachers cared, and the Lord is listening and is excited for you when you can master those new skills and really completely involve yourself in playing music at the best level that you can play that communicates something to people. I've started taking like an hour a day to just deal with communication. And then I thought, well, what about my practice time? Like, am I communicating them? Yet then I am still communicating. Okay. That reed is communicating. I'm a little high. That was neat. There's 13 people here. Welcome to the channel. Please subscribe. We're getting ready for a very important, exciting event in Duran Music Studio where we are going to have a live rehearsal. Pequito español. Un peu de. Je parle un peu de France. Mainly English. Italian sometimes. Like fine. But really, music is like my first language that I feel totally comfortable with. And I'm thinking about all the details to get ready for this Psalms concert on Sunday. Part of them is this. I need to make this reed better than it is. So I'll show you how I do it. There's the reed. That doesn't sound as good as. There's more cackling. So we're going to see if we can get some cackles out of this, and then I'm going to do a bit of singing practice. Are you American, Anel? I teach a music appreciation class, and we just got to the Baroque era, which is like Vivaldi, and I realized that is the time that America came into existence. So there's all this great music before it, and then all of a sudden we're on the scene. We're a new nation. There's a lot of trees here. This bassoon is actually even American made, but it wasn't till like 50 or 60 years ago that Americans developed the technology to actually make a really good bassoon, whereas like 350 years ago they could do it in Germany. Most of the subscribers, I hope you guys subscribe, most of the subscribers on this channel are American. I know people watch from other countries besides America. Sometimes I'll get prayer requests from people in India. The two top countries that are interested besides the United States are the UK and Germany. All right, we're going to see if we can make this read great. It is not this. It's like a, hi, Anzar. This is a bundle of sticks. That's how they describe it in the Italian. A bundle of sticks, but it makes sounds. Oh, good. Anzar, where are you from? I think I'm getting an international audience. I don't know if you guys have subscribed, but you should subscribe because I feel Google is not keeping accurate records of the people that are watching this channel. And they were telling me most of my audience is from America and from the UK and from Germany. Well, I definitely know there's a German subscriber who likes bassoon. Yeah, see, I said about India. Americans have problems with that, with India. Yeah, well, the first problem is we didn't know where India was, and so we landed here and we said, oh, we're in India. Yes, we have a good squawk. All right, I hope I was working on the right one. Oh, Colombian. Very good. See, I had somebody from Brazil on earlier. So that's, all right, this sounds really thin. I thought I did get this reed wet. This is like the Goldilocks reed situation. This was the good one, but it's not wet in the back. My cellist will say, what's wrong with that reed? This one is too thin, and you gotta fix it. It looks like everything should be okay. This is reed problems, I think, are like car problems. My goal is to have 3 of these reeds to play before this Sunday's concert. I hope you guys can tune in. It will be at this time of day that it's finishing up on Sunday. It's going to be a live concert. We're going to have singing. We're going to have piano. It's going to be in a church, so it'll be nice acoustics. And it's going to feature the book of the Psalms. The title of the concert is At Home with the Psalms, even though I will actually not be at my home studio. I'll be in a church. But the idea is like getting people comfortable with all the different emotions and stuff that you could take to the Lord in prayer. And there'll be a bassoon there, a tuba, and guitar. I am a musician. You might be a musician too, I know. Most people are inherently musical, so it's just like, to what degree are you a musician? It's kind of like swimming, like, well, how long can you swim? Most people can swim. Okay, now this one has the same, I look for my husband in man, haha. Oh no, that's terrible. I am married, so I am not looking for any other people besides being married. I'm actually quite the age of a grandma, and I'm gonna have grandkids. And then, what was I talking about? Okay. We have a problem with an airy sound, and this, so if you're a mechanic, do you ever feel like there's just problems that you cannot diagnose? I think this is getting a little gross. Okay, that probably is not kosher. So some problems you diagnose with the sound of it, and you realize, well, that sounds like that. So I heard a little air sizzling out of there. Yay, I fixed it. Okay. I'm going to give you guys a little preview of what you'll hear on Sunday, but you have to imagine there's a tuba involved, and the tuba is going to play lower than I am. He had quite a repetitive part, so you can imagine there's some psalms that talk about praying out of the depths of your soul to the Lord. There's some psalms that talk about like, God is my rock, my salvation. It's actually, that Hebrew word for salvation is Yeshua, which I was reminded of during my Bible study. And Yeshua translates to Jesus. So there he is, hidden in the Psalms. And Psalm 130 is called Out of the Depths. So I thought all the lower instruments could be used. But then I wrote it for piano, and I had to change it back to like tuba and bassoon for this concert. Okay. I'm gonna play where my part starts getting kind of interesting. Okay, are you guys imagining a tuba underneath all that? the small detail for this is when you have a long note, you're kind of supposed to do something with it. My choir director has reminded us countless times, you either got to get louder with it or fade away with it. So that's what I'm trying to go for in this practice session here. And maybe I should have decided this a month or two ago, but I still got 2 days till the concert. I can get some new ideas. And let's see, I'll skip to the end. Start soft here. That was a big mistake. That should have been a bass clef. Okay. I think I was able to apply that principle. You heard it, I hope, getting softer at the end of that. So we're just going to measure this reed to see if there's any more adjustments. I can't do, unlike cars, reeds, like it's wood. I don't know if there's any other woodworking hobbyists on here, but I cannot do too much to this reed right now, otherwise it goes a little crazy. But I want to do all I can do, because it takes a while to settle in. And I get to play at a college president's inauguration tomorrow. I'm going to live broadcast some of that, because there's a new president at a local Christian college. And they're pulling out all the stops and having a great musical feast to bring him into his presidency. Oh yeah, I see where something can be done. So I get to play along, it's so fun. And the choir is like 500 people in that choir. I think I'm gonna turn around and count how many people are in the choir. But they are amazing. Now, I don't hear my own part very much in this convocation. I will definitely hear myself on Sunday. But if I have a reed that's pretty good, and I can play on it tomorrow, it'll be even better on Sunday when the part is more dramatic and can be heard more. For Friday, they're using microphones, and so that's how they're like controlling and balancing the singers with the orchestras, and I still haven't really resolved my feelings about microphones. I composed for chamber music where it just lets the player like control the volume, and it's somewhat affected by the venue you're at. What do you guys think about the audio from this phone? I'm wondering if I should try to, like, once I get monetized, upgrade to a little microphone and a better phone. I have to keep going with this for a while. I'm only at like 5% of the watch hours, so you all are helping me. Thank you very much. I love it. I almost have enough subscribers to get like thanks tips and things, and then I could use that for possible microphones. Oh, that's great. Oh, low battery. So interesting. All right, that's a little something. I don't want to get too fine-tuned with it. I want to do just a little bit of singing practice because my voice is getting tired. This is the so-called good reed. Let's see how it compares to the up-and-coming reed. And I'll practice that bass clef section again. No, this is the bad reed. I just worked on the good reed. Well, I made it better. It's open a little too much. That could easily be fixed. And then not so good reed. This reed looks older though. And sometimes you can just smash it with your fingertips and you don't need a special tool. Welcome to the show. If you're new jumping on or off, please subscribe. And we have a great concert that's going to be going on for 1 hour this Sunday on the 21st, first day of fall, at 4 p.m. I want you all to hear it and be amazed. There's still something more to be done with this. This reed cannot be the way it is. Oh, now I see the problem. I'm using this to find out it is really too heavy in certain areas. Really extremely too heavy. And we're going to use something I've not used yet. Sandpaper, wet dry sandpaper. That is very inexpensive and very helpful. I want to use a pencil to mark where I'm going to work on this sandpaper thing. So classical music is always an international affair. Does anyone want to guess where the reeds are grown? Like where this plant was grown that's providing my the way I connect to this instrument. Welcome, Redmond Dan. Do you want to guess where this was grown? I guess everything for the arts has either been, comes out of the ground or is grown. Okay, I'm just gonna do a little bit with the knife. Ordinarily, oh, do you play bassoon too? Normally you'd be able to hear this sound of the reed scraping. But we have a something called an air purifier on in the studio. Oh, neat. Those are the two best instruments. I like bassoon, cello, piano, flute, harp. All those tone colors are my favorite. And I think that's why I don't like it seems like whenever you have microphones for music, it just gets too loud. And then people lose their hearing and they can't hear all the little like nuances. Okay, so this is where we're gonna finish fixing up this reed. And I think we've got enough power. Oh, I started on the saxophone. So, but of course I ended up feeling like I want to be in the advanced band, and they had too many saxophones already. And so they gave me this instrument in school and said, well, you probably could get a college scholarship if you played that. And so I did it. And occasionally I've been able to play the saxophone again. There's some really good saxophonists that are gonna play with me tomorrow. I should ask them like if they've ever tried playing. I should try to get some of them to try the bassoon. There was a bassoonist at this college, so I would not have been playing here, I think, if this, now maybe there would have been two in the orchestra. Right now it's just me. But there was some kind of hard band part, and then maybe he was having bad reeds, or maybe he was just a particularly like shy bassoonist, and he was getting picked on too much, like fix this, fix this, fix this, and then he ended up quitting and doing business, and not being like a music minor or music major. So that's kind of like a sad story. Sometimes you can just care so much about music and then you don't know how to fix a problem, and you care too much about it and the problem gets worse, and then you try to run away from it. But I hope he still has some connection to the arts in some way, or just like an instrument he can play on for fun. All right, we're finishing the back of this reed here. Do any of you guys like to sing? There's a new hymnal coming out, I think, called Sing. I probably should order it. I feel like within a year, my church is probably going to have it. Because at this point, I've been noticing that so many of our songs are not in the actual hymnal anymore. So as they create new songs, some songs get taken off the roster. Generally, there's a whole body of hymnody within Christian churches where everyone will like go back to Amazing Grace or How Firm a Foundation, and a lot of people know it. And then there's some new songs added every generation. All right, I'm gonna wrap up this live for now, but thank you for watching, subscribe, and come to the concert on Sunday. Bye.